The watches that are shown in this video and or any watch that I review on this channel are not counterfeit. I do not and will not ever knowingly review any counterfeit watches on my channel. YouTube policy defines counterfeit items as follows. Counterfeit goods contain a trademark or logo that is identical to or substantially indistinguishable from the trademark of another. And YouTube also defines further that they mimic the brand features of the product in an attempt to pass themselves off as a genuine product of the brand owner. None of the items I review on this channel meet either one of these requirements. I do not review items that are identical in any way to any brand or that attempt to pass themselves off as a genuine product of the brand owner. These items are all purchased legally and are publicly available to anyone to purchase themselves. To the best of my knowledge, all of the watches that I review are made by companies that have done their research to make sure that the items they sell are legal. I do not produce these items, I only review them. Once again, the watches you see in this video and any watch you see on this channel reviewed by me is not and are not counterfeit items as defined by YouTube policy.
Hey guys, Dave the Watchman here, coming at you with another watch review video. Today I've got something a little bit different here. I have a pile of junk that I got from Shein, and I'm just going to go over some of the really worst of the litter here. Before we get started, I just want to make a shout out to all my current subscribers. I love you guys. You're great. You're helping this channel grow, and I love to hear comments, see thumbs up, likes, and subscribes every single day. I'm growing pretty fast, and I could not do that without you guys posting and liking my content. So, if you do like this content and you want it to keep on coming, please make sure you give that thumbs up, like, and subscribe, because it really does help the channel. Without further ado, let's get into this. Some of these watches I've gone over before in other videos, but I just wanted to go over them again. And I have some new ones here that I got from Shein that are really complete and total junk that I'm going to go over as well. And hopefully my assistant, Shrody, will not come up here and destroy the watches that I have set up for you guys to look at. But anyway, let's get into this. So there's a bunch of watches that you can get on Shein that are really low quality, and other ones that are in the I'd say between the $15 and $50 range that are halfway decent. And those are the watches that I typically like to focus on, is the budget friendly watches in the below $50 range. But it's pretty scary to shop in that range, especially if you're shopping on Shein. Buying on Amazon, not so much, because you're always backed by their Amazon Prime return policy. But on Shein, if you buy a watch on Shein, they are not returnable. So basically what I do, guys, is I make the mistakes for you. I go out and I see watches that might look good, because a lot of these watches photograph really well, but when you get them, they're absolutely horrible. So what I do is I get the watches and I go through them and I tell you which ones are the worst and which ones are actually good. And sometimes it's surprising, because some of these watches I'm going to show you today are actually more expensive than some of the watches that I think are actually halfway decent. So you really do have to be careful when you're shopping on Shein, and that's where I come in. So if you like watches and you want to have a decent watch collection and you don't want to spend a ton of money, I'm Dave the Watchman, and I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman, because I believe that you don't have to spend a fortune to look like you have a fortune. So let's get into it. The first watches that I want to show you are absolutely horrible. I got these on Shein, and these were actually in the $15 range. And guys, they're complete and total junk. Like, I'm talking about, like, the subdials don't move on them. They're like painted on subdials. The buttons are actually pressed into the case. These watches, they have a horrible band on them that is absolutely, it's like a gumball machine watch. And when you pop open the back of these things, and I mean, the metal is so soft that, you know, you can just pop it, you know, completely off. It's like, it's soft metal. It doesn't, but when you open up the back, you can see that it's got a really cheap Chinese movement. Now, that's not to say that some of these other better quality watches don't have that same movement, but the case on this thing is absolutely horrendous. It's very plasticky feeling. It's very The metal is very, very, very cheap on it. It's just a very, very low quality watch. But when you see this on Shein, it looks like a beautiful watch. Well, I bought both models of this watch, and I'm here to tell you today that they're really, 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 really junk watches. So that being said, this is in a $15 range, and this Homage was actually purchased from Shein, and it was only $10. So if you can see what I'm talking about as far as, let me be your tour guide on Shein. Let me show you that you can get something that is halfway decent on Shein without spending a ton of money, but it's a hit or miss. You can get this for $15, which is absolute trash, or you can get this for $10, which is actually a halfway decent watch, and it looks nice. Now, guys, I'm not saying it has all of the mechanics and the silky smooth band it has, but you're also not spending $800 on this. You're talking about 10, okay? And in today's economy, you know, everybody's struggling with cash these days. So why shouldn't you be able to look nice because you can't drop $850 on it? This thing looks nice, okay? If you're wearing this on your wrist, people are not going to be able to tell the difference. So that's why I'm saying, guys, you go on Shein, you're taking your chances. You can get something like this where it has a horrible band and it's total garbage. It's got pressed in fake buttons on the side. The subdials are painted on in some crappy chrome plated nonsense. It's just garbage. Or you can get something halfway decent for $5 less. So this is what I'm here to show you guys. I'm here to show you guys that not everything on Shein is complete and total garbage. I mean, here's another example. This one was also in the $9 range. The $9 range, it's a halfway decent watch, guys. This is a wearable watch, as opposed to something like this that was also $9. Again, crappy band, painted on subdials, pressed in buttons on the side, and then you get this one that's actually nice. It's good quality. It's got a nice tight band. I mean, this is a much better watch for the price on the exact same website. So not everything on Shein is junk. Now, I'm not affiliated with Shein. I don't work for Shein, and I don't sell watches on Shein. I'm just a guy. I like my watches. I like to buy them. I like to wear them, and I like to review them. Okay? I'm just trying to help you guys out so that when you go on Shein or Wish or AliExpress or any of these websites, Temu, whatever, and you see watches that look like they photograph really, really well, guys, I buy them. Okay? And then I review them for you guys. So you don't have, there's no question about what you're getting. When you watch my videos, I'm going to give you an honest opinion of these watches. And honestly, I would not wear this even if it was Halloween. I wouldn't wear these. Okay? Especially when you can get, I mean, guys, each one of these watches was somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, $10, $9. So it's $20 worth of watch here. $30 will get you this beautiful olevs style watch that's great quality. So what would you rather have? Guys, I'm not telling you should go buy an olevs. I'm not telling you should. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just here to show you. This watch right here was another disappointing one. $20. $20 for this watch, guys. It looked beautiful online, but take a look at it closely. What do you see? It looks horrendous. It's got, let's see if we can get focused here. See if we can get, there we go. Look at that. You've got painted on gears. It's a horrible, horrible looking watch. When you think about the cost of this watch compared to something like this that was about the same price on Shein, you could get this or you could get this. Guys, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm here to help you guys so you don't make the mistakes buying these Shein watches. Not every watch is a mistake on Shein, but some of them are. And I just want to make sure that I'm showing you guys the good watches as opposed to the bad watches. And if I can save you guys from buying one of these really, really, really low quality watches, and I can get you pointed at something that's a little bit better for not much more money, then that's what my aim is here. I mean, but all of these watches, I don't recommend any of these watches. But guys, I can pull out all the watches here that are Shein watches, and for example, I mean, not this. This is a an olevs day date homage. I will post a link to this in the description below. I will also post a link to the obvious popular olevs style watch. I'll post a link to that one too, because I know everybody they just don't love the price tag. And once again, guys, I'm not saying buy counterfeit. These are not counterfeit. This is clearly not a counterfeit watch. It says olevs right on it. And I'm not saying if you're in the market for a 10,000, I'm not trying to say, hey guys, check this out instead. If you're going to buy a 10,000, then you've already got your mind made up and you've got the money to afford that. That's not, then you're not my viewer. You're not the guy that I'm targeting. I'm targeting a specific audience, and that audience are the people that want a nice looking watch and they don't want to spend a ton of money. So this is not stealing any business from, because you're talking about two completely different consumers. Okay. So I'll post a link to those two watches there. But guys, I mean, this is an olevs watch here, and this is a Shein version almost identical to the olevs, right down to the faceted crystal. It's got a much nicer band, I think, in my opinion, than the regular Jubilee band. But guys, the price difference is amazing. I think this one was $15 and this was $38. So you got $38, you got $15, almost the same watch. Very good quality watch. It's much better than anything that's in this pile here. I mean, seriously, guys, you can get good stuff on Shein. You just have to know where to look and which names to look for. There's another one here, a Commandeer watch. Very, very, very nice watch for hardly a fraction of the price that you would even pay for even some sub-likes. Not fakes, not counterfeits, but lookalikes. Some of these lookalikes are expensive, okay? And there's nothing wrong or illegal about copying the designs of any watch out there. There's nothing wrong with buying watches that pay homage to luxury brands. This is another one that was, actually, no, this one I got on Amazon. But let's see, this one right here, this mini focus, I got this on Shein. Very, very, very nice watch. Homage designed watch. I got this before I modified it. This watch was $10 for a homage. I modified it with a better wristband, and did some other things to it to make it a little bit nicer. But guys, you don't have to spend a ton of money to have a nice watch. And that's basically what I'm here for, is to show you guys that there is another option. And once again, I know I'm going to get hate in the comment section, because for some reason people just like to be miserable. And I know I'm going to hear about all that nonsense. But guys, I've only got a certain amount of heartbeats in this world, and I'm not spending my heartbeats fighting with people that are just going to spew hate and don't understand what the goal is of this channel. I started this channel from the ground up. It's doing very well thanks to my subscriber base and the people that do appreciate my content. And you're not going to sway my opinion or make me go in a different direction because you start to talk about stats about all these different watches and how great they are. Guys, I'm not interested. So save your fingers from typing. I'm just not interested. So once again, guys, I'm Dave the Watchman, and I review budget budget-friendly watches for the everyman, because I believe that everyone should be able to have a decent watch collection without having to spend a fortune on it. If you like this content, please give me that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Like I said, I will be posting links to these watches in the description below so you guys can pick them up. It is an affiliate link to Amazon, and it does send me a couple of dollars. So if you do decide to buy one, please make sure you click on that link below. And I will see you guys in the next watch review video. I am Dave the Watchman, and I am out of here.